Today I'm lying down on the sofa having a nap or reading a book or just chilling with friends. I want to remember this moment when our sofa was just that. We are Ben and MP and this is Sailing Yabá, where we get to share a dream boat being rebuilt.
Thanks to simple tools, ancient knowledge and an amazing team of carpenters, our once wrecked schooner is being brought back to life.
So now that our rail is finally ready, all I feel like is lying here and sunbathing. I'm kidding. So now that the rail is ready, what we have to do now is working on the rail upwards, because the rail down we have all the lathe columns and everything is ready. So now we are doing from the rail up that we still need to do our lounge area around the seats. They go a bit higher, so they're working on that. Also, as I mentioned, the guys, well, they were just down there looking for the seats that we had before so we could copy their shape. And we also have, I don't know if you can hear the noise, our caulking guy, that we call him Woody Woodpecker because of the noise he does, like ta 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 ta.
So while I'm busy turning some more little columns to put on top of this, like on the bulwark on the side of the boat, we're actually looking at where the bench is going to go later around this table. As the table's not going to move and we've removed the bench, we are going to put the same bench. However, these stanchions never used to be at an angle, they used to be completely straight. So now we can't put the bench all the way back to there. So we're looking at firstly where the bench is going to go so we can still all sit at the table, not too far, not too close. Also the one here, that's just a really cool chilling one, and also the more benches, the more storage. Now, as this is at an angle and it's a lot further back than it used to, this, which is luckily made out of wood that was just in the scrap pile, is going to come against this to help push the bench a bit more forwards to where it kind of used to be. So I'm going to let these guys do this while I'm going to go and continue making some more, turn some more of those columns. Also, this is where the entrance will be to the hatch to the swimming platform. It's not going to be removed, which was the initial plan. This is going to stay. I'm going to put a little box here, a little storage box and step, so we can easily get over it. But for now, I'll let these guys do it because I'm a little bit in their way.
Coração, né, bem?
Com esse tampo aqui.
É, rebate. Bota aqui primeiro, lá não foi mal ele ficar para trás.
So that's about all we're going to do for now. It's all we can do because of this wet stuff coming from the sky. When that stops, we can actually continue working on the woodworks. But when the works that I want to do, which is like filling the seams of the deck with some epoxy, caulking compound, I want to start filling these countersinking holes with the nuts in with some resin, and I want to varnish all the wood that's going to stay wood. But I cannot do any of that until it's been dry for a few days to make the wood completely dry. So until then, get the sawdust out of my nose.
Bless you.
Until then, we've got to just wait. Oh, foda-se. So this is the shape of the old bench we had, and as we have the big round table bang in the middle, we need to have the same shape, or at least we need to have the bench as close to the table as it was before. We are going to make some small changes though. We're looking at making a different frame, for a different type of frame for the bench, so that it's a lot more waterproof. Before it was just like a wooden hatch and water would be able to get in. I know the storage under the benches is never going to be as waterproof as anywhere else, but our purpose now is to make it so the water that falls onto the bench actually slides off, doesn't go inside it, and falls onto the deck instead. So we are going to use the same shape but not the same design. So this is going to be the frame, the top frame of the bench, and it's going to have some little raised areas so that when you shut the lid, it shuts on the outside of this and water can't get in. That's exactly what our bench is going to look like now.
And here is the L-shaped bench, the table, the little stools, the entrance to the swimming platform, and another sofa. The day I'm lying down on the sofa having a nap or reading a book or just chilling with friends, I want to remember this moment when our sofa was just that, a couple of plywood cut around, put together with nails, that one day will become a very cozy place. The rain has stopped, so the work can continue. Are you guys ready to see the beginning of our sofa coming to life? Because I am.
What do you think of it?
I love it.
MP, go and sit down. That's not the seat. Without holding on.
This shape that you're seeing here, that will be our sofa in the future, it's not permanent yet. It's just a test of the positioning and the shape, because to actually install it, let me explain you. Here we'll have, coming from here, the curl with another rail on top, and from this new rail we have here the support of the sail winches and everything, and depending on this height and the position of this piece, that this curvature will be defined. And I cannot wait to see it installed, because this sofa, this area is the best part of the boat. There's nothing about this boat that's better than being with friends around this table, so I really cannot wait to see the sofa coming back to life. So I just mentioned the second rail, well, not even second, it's third or fourth rail that we are doing, that will go with the curl, and it's been here, it's been made, it's really in a nice shape, very round in the corners. Let me show you. Can you see what I mean about the roundness? Now you can see it. Super cool. And what goes under this rail is some more columns that Ben is working on.
And that's the secret recipe to the columns.
Oh, so tell me, didn't you do the last one a while ago? Why you keep doing
I
some?
did our last million, but we're gonna put them aft as well by the saloon area. So I've got another 1 million to make.
So you've done the last one of the short ones.
Short ones. These are
Medium ones.
the ones I made were 24 centimeters, and these are 29. So I'm having to adjust the proportions just a little bit. So yeah, for it to not look deformed compared to the small one.
Can I see the difference? So this is the new one. And
This is the old one.
okay. Yeah.
And this is the old one, still needing to be cut.
Okay.
This is the new one, still needing to be cut. Right, cut here.
Okay. And how fast can you make them?
Very, very slowly. Very.
How not fast can you make them?
This is the tool I use to make them. It's just a basic chisel, nothing else. Oh, and this thing just for finishing touches because it's got like a little angle on it, but nothing else.
Nice.
I find it goes faster than anything else.
What I'm very proud of Ben is that he's not using the cupping of the lathe. He's just doing it by hand. It's really freestyle and it's all looking perfect. So congratulations, I'm proud of you. While Ben stays here with the lathe making the thousands of columns that he still needs to make, I'm going up to the boat to show you that, you know, the story plank, the little batten that the guys used to create the shape of the next plank. I saw that they were carrying a batten up the boat, so I know that they're up for something. So I'm gonna show you, and I'm gonna find out too, because I don't know. Let's see. So the batten, the story plank, already has the nails and the numbers written. You can see here, and there he's finishing it. And this will become the second layer of rail here at Aft. How cool. The cool detail about this is that here we'll have an entrance to go to the swimming platform, you see? So the rail will come up to there, stop, and here again. Okay, for now we still couldn't convince our carpenters for talking to you to the camera to share their stories. We know so many of you have been asking for it, and we really want that to happen because we heard their stories and we know they have amazing stuff to tell you. But as that's not happening for now because they're still camera shy, even though we've been filming them for so many months, they still don't want to talk to the camera. But I'm gonna share with you a curiosity. Here we have Nezu and Nico working. Nezu has been a carpenter, for what I know, for all his life, but Nico, his work is actually building houses. And he was here building the new toilet for the shipyard, and he started like being interested in building boats as well, and he started learning. So he's actually part of our team as a helper, not a carpenter, but he has learned so much that I'm sure he can do a lot of stuff by himself by now, which is really, really cool. And it's very nice to see his progress as well. So that was a curiosity I wanted to share. hopefully one day they can tell their stories to you by themselves. Hey, film me.
Now I understand the workers when we always get in their way trying to film.
Do you think they hate us?
Probably.
No, they don't.
Smells like popcorn.
How many times do you have to sharpen your chisel per column?
6, 5 times. But I like super aggressive. I'm not patient enough to like cut slowly.
It's not like this, it's like very sharp blades on your face. I absolutely love it when this happens, when we can see so many different things happening at the same time in the same place. So here we have Ben on the lathe. Well, now he's sharpening his tool. We'll have Lelu working on the sofa, and Naz and Nico there still working on the rail. Studies have shown that all the people who subscribe to Sailing Yabá channel on YouTube are happier. So what are you waiting for? Just click the button and become a happier person. Why not? closing my hands and gave me this for me to keep it and go, so we'll see.
It's hot. so much for joining our virtual crew. Robin, Stephen, Jeremy, and Hartle.
And for donating to PayPal, thank you so much, Brenda. So